And we're back. So we've just had our first night's sleep in Hogwarts. Now we need to head to the common room and meet some of our fellow Slytherin classmates. It's quite cool that all of their sort of common rooms are all in like the sewers. But it kind of makes sense.
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year. I wonder where they're from.
Who's to say? Introduce yourself to Imelda, Ominous, and Sebastian. So who are you?
Might want to think that again.
Imelda.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Told you.
We've got a chess pro over here.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Well observed.
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Yeah, but my skills to the dark arts are going to be more legendary-er. I wish you had been there. We had it handled. Oh, do we flirt or do we go cocky? Flirt or cocky?
Perhaps Professor
nice.
Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
We're going to need allies on our way to
Precisely.
the top of the Dark
Perhaps
Lord.
one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see
I feel
it?
like she was starring in that Netflix documentary about the chess player.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
So, Imelda, good on a broom. Bloody good chess player. Ooh, we can spin the globe. That shouldn't be as satisfying as it is. Who's this geezer? Ominous Gaunt.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
Why is he
I'm
giving me
Ominous.
Draco vibes?
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Memorable, more like terrifying? Or I do like... Okay, now we go cocky.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house.
I
Do
think
let
so
me know
too.
if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Nice bit of
Thank you,
hazing.
Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Doesn't seem like a dick. Can't keep eye contact. Gives me Draco vibes. So we've got Draco 2. And we've got a broom lady. So
That
who's
is not
Sebastian?
helpful. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian.
You changed
Saller.
your tone real
Welcome to
quick then,
Slytherin.
Sebastian.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful,
was
certainly,
exciting.
but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Is he talking about the free spells that I think he's talking about?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is
I
a
feel like
conversation for another
Sebastian
time.
also wants to be a
It was
Dark
good meeting
Lord.
you. Good luck today.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Oh, okay. I'm coming, Weasley.
Almost fainted trying to hug.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day
I
at
am.
Hogwarts?
I'm prepared.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career
I
you
already
have
know
when
what
you
career
leave
I'm gonna
here.
have, Weasley.
After much discussion
I'm gonna
with
be the Dark Lord.
Headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all
So it's our
that's
quest journal.
expected of a 5th year.
I think that's what you're telling us. It's our quest journal.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Yes, ma'am.
This way.
What's
When
this
someone
thing?
says something nice to you, it's only because they want something.
A house chase.
I certainly would have appreciated
Okay, I can't do
something
anything
like
with
the
that
field
one.
guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
That chest just moved.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Okay, so it's collectibles. That makes sense. And that one's of a Kelpie. Open the field guide. We can do that. Wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Sure. Field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Okay, okay, so there's loads. Oh, and you unlock stuff. So you unlock glasses and things. Got it. Oh, that's a cool way to like earn unlockables. By exploring.
Clever.
That's how it should
isn't
be.
it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
That's still cool. That will never not be cool. That will never not be cool seeing that door open. Is this Flue Flames?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use Flue Flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, the right side's where you find classes. Oh, there's Central Hall. Okay, and that's been unlocked. Let's travel. This is such a cool game so far. Such a cool game.
And here we are.
And quick loading
Quite the
times.
time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Huh. Good
That
analogy,
should be all for
Weasley.
now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Oh,
And
but
I'd like
what
to be
about
sure you
using
get
the
to
Dark Arts
Hogsmeade
classes?
as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends.
I'm sure I
in
can
due
indulge
course.
in a butterbeer. That sounds
Thank you,
quite
Professor
nice.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
I'd say
You did,
so
Professor.
too.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search
She is
for belongings
switched on,
and
isn't
an
she?
extended
She
trip up
knows.
to the castle.
Oh, do I make Professor Fig not trust me by revealing everything? Or do I harbour the secrets and hold information from her? I feel like that's the
I'm
better
sorry,
option. We'll
Professor,
keep Fig
but
on
I'm afraid
side
that's
for
all
now.
there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
It was fun
I
though,
wouldn't
right?
say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
I hope you saw that, Fig. We didn't
Good luck
reveal
today.
anything.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
After watching
Yes,
the
Professor.
films, it's
Come
really
and
nice to
find
see a
me in my
Weasley in a
classroom
position of
after you've
power.
attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
She seems quite nice. She seems like an alright person.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today.
Are you going to
before
apologise
immersed
for
yourself
touching
in
me?
Studies. Did I hear you
No, of course not.
masterfully
Of course
evade
not.
Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, sir.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left.
Big's a little bit of a wrong 'un, isn't he?
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Open the map. The shield represents main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirements with a lock on them. In these cases, you'll need to be required level. Okay. Oh, that's cool. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments with the scroll or as quest rewards. Easy peasy. So, do we want to go to Defense Against the Dark Arts class or Charms class? I feel like we go to Defense Against the Dark Arts first. Seems like a good place as any to
start. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
I enjoyed that from the film.
I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
I'd say the future of the free world depends on the magic that I'm able to master, because I plan on taking it all over. The charmed compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's a chest there. It's down. Is it through here? What's this thing? 21 to 17. Open. What on earth is this?
Revelio.
It's a doorway, thank you, that helped. Oh, is it a maths thing? Okay, okay. So 21 is made up 11 plus whatever that creature is at the top. But 17 is made up of those two creatures down there, plus a number. What? I didn't expect to need to do math. I'm too stupid for this. Does that do anything? Don't know how to solve the problem.
Revelio.
Shooting specific things doesn't help. Do we just keep trying these? Spider? No. One of them's got to be the right answer. I think we started on spider. Lizard? No. Okay, so that does nothing. I don't understand. Maybe that's explained later on, because I can't work that one out right now. Unless the chest is round here.
Revelio.
No, there's two chests in that room. Okay, we're going to have to come back to that at some point and work out how we get in there. Oh, there's a flue flame there. Nice.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to go learn stuff.
If Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster, I think we should have a moon calf in charge. Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces.
Is there anything interesting here?
Revelio.
I feel like we're just going to run around doing Revelio just about everywhere. It was making a noise like something was revealed then. Oh, a locked door.
Our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Level 11 lock. That gargoyle spoke to me. That was pretty cool.
Sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster.
This place is massive. Like, they've done well to capture the scale of Hogwarts here.
Revelio.
Let's get the flu flame.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Let's see what Defense Against the Dark Arts has got to teach us. We know Stupefy. We learned that one earlier. Go on, Seb.
Is that all you've got?
Oh, Seb almost killed a man.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
She's a
To the
badass.
wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Can I make her float? Oh, this gets a bit more challenging. Still quite easy. There we go. Levioso is learned.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
How about you, you old hag?
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
How do I cast Levioso? I don't know how to activate that spell.
Protego.
Am I being thick? Ah.
Levioso.
There we go. Right trigger
Now,
and B.
the basic cast. Well done.
There we go. I was being stupid.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Oh,
Duelists, take
Seb.
your marks.
Seb, you're about to bow down before your
Now,
evil overlord.
I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Oh, you're dead, buddy. I'm gonna put you through the ceiling.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
Protego. Complicates things.
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
This is easy.
Nothing
Come on.
lucky about it.
He's off the table.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oh, I gave far more than I got. And you know it, Seb. You know it. You walk away.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Oh, she's getting
I
the tinglies.
demand
She knows
excellence
she's
from
in the
my
presence
students. They
of the
are
new
capable of
Dark
achieving it,
Lord.
and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Well, that was fun.
Right.
I like that.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Where's Seb? Should we chat some shit to him?
Nice work.
Let's rub it in his face.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that
I enjoyed
duel
it
was
as well.
quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert.
Oh, he
Didn't
knows.
expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my fair share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive...
We're joining Fight Club!
unsanctioned dueling organization.
Wizard Fight Club!
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Oh, this is
Excellent.
like Never Back
You
Down,
know I was right about
but
you.
for wizards.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Don't
Perhaps
dislike
somewhere
Sebastian, you know.
unsanctioned.
I feel like he knows.
We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck.
He knows what we're about.
or
He knows our
actual
minerals.
Skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Thank you, Seb.
How nice to see
Charms
you, my
class
young
next
friend.
then. That was good fun. I liked that. I was a bit worried the classes would be really long segments that would get a bit tedious. But that was the perfect little introduction.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a blue flame there. And some weird mirror.
Revelio.
See, that doesn't do anything.
Lumos.
Oh, it does. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Did he just salute me as I walk past? Oh, is that Filch's cat?
Revelio.
No, Filch should be dead. No, Filch should be on board. This is way before. I need to remember this is way before Harry Potter. Isn't there a website that tells you whether you can pet the animals? Because I can confirm they are petable. Right, up again. This is absolutely huge, this castle. It's wonderful.
Revelio.
We'll grab this flue flame whilst we're here.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Wait, is this the girls or the... Oh, we're sneaking... okay, we need to be quick. We're sneaking in the girls' toilets. 54 more gold. Where's Moaning Myrtle? Someone is growing their own batch of special goodies in the toilets.
Revelio.
To go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't
Let's
necessarily want
have a
him
quick
to
nose
get back to the
upstairs.
lesson.
There's a big doorway there.
And then the werewolves joined the
Blue flame
goblins. on the
discovered.
outside.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752?
it, the minister
Oh,
for
another
magic
maths
was
one.
Albert
0
Booth.
plus 3
No, it wasn't.
equals.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes.
So we need something that's
I can
2
cheer
for the top
boy who
one.
says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
4
It was
plus
Basil
unicorn.
Oh, fine.
Oh,
fine.
okay, so if
Bold
it's...
attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a
So
flat?
0 plus 3 is 3. So we need
Stop
2
it,
to make
Peeves, you'll
5.
get us in trouble.
In trouble
4
you will
off
be, but you
12
can't
is
get Peeves
8.
back. She says
So
it's a
minus
boot, and
the
he says it's
2
a flat.
Peeves,
is 6. So
enough.
unicorn
You'll
must
get
be
us all
6.
detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble.
I don't get how this
Professor
works.
Black.
Because nothing seems to happen when you swap it and then access the door. Gecko. Surely it's not as simple as just, you know, flicking through them. Do you have to...
Revelio.
It made a different noise. I'm sure it made a different noise. I think I'm just trying to hear what I want to hear. That one didn't work. Okay, where's class? Where's class? Back down here.
My entire family.
Let's just focus. Then we'll work out how to do the challenges later.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
So yes.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
You just made my
The
list, sir.
7 months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
We got this, Natty.
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Right, Accio Spout is learnt. We're going to take that book. We're going to take it real quick.
Accio.
Told you.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that.
It was only us
You
that
all
did
seem to
it.
have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day. I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Classes were always best when they were outside in the summer, so he's on the money there. This is such an awesome game. Such an awesome game so far.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport?
Is this the bit from the trailer where you pull the ball towards you and score points? I think it might be. It is.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
I could get used to this preferential treatment. It might go to my head on my way to
Very
the top.
simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and
Accio.
relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like go. Very good.
Oh, go on. 50 points on our first go. Ah. We're a natural.
Excellent control there.
Go on. That's 100. 3 for free.
Splendid.
Oh.
Happens to the best of us.
2 out of 3. We did pretty well.
Very good. Points to Slytherin.
And we got the house
But
points.
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would
Let's
you
go,
care
Natty.
to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What have you got, Natty? Bring it on.
Here we go.
I feel like you're about to get a humbling. Oh, she's done this before.
There we go.
She's done this before.
Accio.
Come on. Stop! Stop! No! No!
Stay focused.
Shit. Oh, she's playing it safe now. We have to go for it. We have to go for 100. There we go. There's 50.
That's it.
Let us see this.
God, straight off the edge. Straight off the edge. Straight off the edge. She's won. She's won by 10 points. If I get 50, she's won by 10 points. Unless I can knock hers off. Why did I fuck the first one?
Quite impressive.
Can I replay her? I don't want to lose.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Go on. Oh, she's good. She's really good. Easy. Look at that casual strut. I know. I know I am the shit. That's too much. No, no, it's enough. Come on, there we go. There we go.
Control there.
Yeah, here's my swag walk, Natty.
Watch this. Nicely done. Let us see this.
Think I've got this. Think I've got the win.
That is
30
how
points.
it's
I need
done.
10 points. I need, oh, do I be that guy and just get 20 and call it a day? Because I could.
Do not think I will start going easy on
There
you
we go.
now.
Let's beat her. It's just slightly.
Very good.
That's better. Doing my strut. The victory strut.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I feel like we won. I mean, it was one apiece, but I feel like we won.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I
People
think
often
I
do, Natty.
underestimated you.
People often
Took me
do.
weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I feel like we've had a pretty good start to life at Hogwarts. Holding my own.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
That's one of the other witchcraft
Wagadu
schools,
School
right?
of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
I like Natty.
It's
She's
nice
cool.
to learn about another wizarding school.
I like all
Thank
the
you
lore
for
in this.
asking.
It's really
I do
cool.
miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him
You
waiting.
didn't even look at Professor
Until
Ronan.
next time.
How do you know Professor Ronan wants to talk to you? You had your back to him.
Accio on humans,
A word,
if
if
you're
you
so
would.
inclined.
Well,
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon
Side
regarding
quests.
a special
I like it.
assignment that I am preparing for you.
I enjoyed that one. That was an interesting class. What's wrong with you?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
Accio bum.
Quite unsafe, really.
So she's just having a midlife crisis. And this guy's really going for it with the studying.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Okay. I wonder if she's alright. I mean, not that it matters to the Dark Lord.
You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, Samantha Dale.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it
It
really
wasn't
wasn't
too
all that
challenging a
challenging.
lesson.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
That's because I'm the Dark Lord. You just don't know it yet. Side quests now available. Amazing. Weasley's after class. Professor Weasley wants to see me in a classroom which is off the Transfiguration Courtyard, located between the library annex and the astronomy wing. Hopefully she has word on replacing my lost supplies. Well, let's go there. I kind of like we could lose blue flames to get there quickly, but I'm not bored of exploring the castle yet. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface of this building. Weirdly, it somehow looks even better in the game than it does on the films.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Thank you, Goblin.
Revelio.
You know your Dark Lord likes cats. We might need them one day. They'll come to our aid in the battle.
What are you up to now?
What does Weasley want?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah,
It's Dobby's granddad.
there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me.
She's going to keep pressing for info, isn't she?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
Very kind.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman.
I'm excited
and
to get my
highly
first
skilled
wand.
wand maker. I would trust
That was a really
no
cool
one
part
else
of the
to
first
pair me
film.
with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I think I like Natty. Natty was cool, but I feel like Natty's the good path. I feel like Sebastian's going to introduce us to the darker sides of Hogwarts, and that's where we're going to hone our Dark Lord ability.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Somebody like me.